Good afternoon, Mr. Ari. So we are from LB86, major in business management, and today we're going to talk about learning English using Google. And first of all, my name is Regina Farhan Putri Mam.
My name is Kemal Aliolowes Kotelua.
My name is Ega Karina Pulungan.
And my name is Kaka Haurnana.
So in this video, we're going to explain the details about our topic, which is learning English with Google, and then we're going to interview some people.
So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started.
My name is Kala Haurana, and today I would like to introduce you to our topic, learn English using Google. So Google is a search engine that is development in 1996 by Sergey Brin and Larry Page as a research project at Stanford University to find files on the internet. The name comes from the algorithm ranking for how many backlinks a page has. Google is a play on words of Google is a mathematical term for the number 1 and 100 zeros. Today, almost everyone knew how to use Google, especially people that is familiar with the internet. From children to adult, they all know how to use internet. What helps Google stand out from its competition and helps it continue to grow in being the number 1 search engine is its page rank technique that sorts search results. While being the number 1 of the search engine, Google also has incorporated many of its other services such as Google Maps and Google Local to provide more relevant search results. There are also Google Docs, Google Image, Google Drive, YouTube, and many more. English is very important because nowadays more and more people are learning English as their second language. Whether you are looking for a new job or just planning to travel around the world or you want to study abroad, learning English might increases the chances of it. And then it's also the language of the international communication, the media, and the internet. And not only that, but we can use our knowledge of English to learn more and more things about the world, and this makes English is the most useful language that we can learn. And then if you live in a different parts of the world and speak another language that are not related to English, English itself can be sound very foreign, very confusing and hard, but nowadays there are tons of resources that we can use to learn English online for free. But sometimes you will need to pay a little bit to take an English course or just to access another resources, but they are very often worth the money.
Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain about my topics, which is learning English with or using Google. When we heard about Google, the first thing that came out in our mind is that a website that can be used for search or find everything. Like people usually use Google for finding information, history, news update, education, even for learning, especially for learning, because almost every single people use Google to find their references and everything. Because Google it's so much easy to use, and then it's simple. It make it Google the number 1 website that people usually use in this world to find information and everything. That's why people always using Google rather than any other website, because Google is easy to use and it's really simple to use Google. And the goal of Google itself is that to organize information and make it accessibly and very helpful and useful for many other people. I think that is a little bit information about Google, about my topics, why we choose learning English using Google, and then I hope this information can give you more information about Google. to know more about Google. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Aga Karina Pulungan and I'm here to explain the results of a survey regarding to learning English with Google. Well, in here we have 25 respondents aged 17 to 19 and 88% of them have used Google to learn English, while the others 12% said they have not tried Google to learn English, and half of them oftenly use Google to learn English, while the other half said that they are rarely use Google to learn English. Well, the next question was, do you think learning English using Google is effective? Well, 56% said yes, while the other 44% said maybe, and 84% have tried another platform other than Google, while the other 16 is very faithful to Google. They said no. Okay, well, YouTube has been the most liked platform other than Google because it's chosen by 95% of the respondents. The most reason 95% of the respondents. The most reason they choose Google to learn English is because Google is easy to use. It's the better reason than because it's more useful. So they use Google more because it's easy to use, not because it's more useful. On a scale of 1 to 10, the majority of them said that they ranked Google at 8 and 9 mostly. Well, the last question was, do they think learning English is important? Well, 96% says yes, while the other 4% says maybe. Well, in this survey, I can conclude that many people think that Google is a very useful platform to learn English, and Google is very effective for people to learn English internet-wise. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Mr. Ari. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Regina Fariba Putriumam, and I'm from LB86, major in business management, and today I'm going to talk about how to study English. Actually, there are a lot of ways to study English. For example, study English using internet. And yes, the internet can be very useful for us to learn English because there are many resources that can help us to learn English. And then such as we can learn English using a language learning apps like Duolingo, Memrise, and Babbel that can help us to learn English. It is teach us to writing, reading, and speaking. And other than that, we can also use YouTube because there are a lot of videos there that can help us to learn English. Other than that, we can also learn English from a social media platform. For example, like Instagram, Twitter, because there are so many accounts that can help us to learn English. And then you can also use Google Translate. Like if you don't know something, if you don't know the meaning of something or words or sentences, you can search it up on Google Translate and it will show up. And it will shows up about the meaning of the words, sentences. So yeah, I think that is so. Now let's talk about the advantage and the disadvantage from learning English using internet. Let's talk about the advantage. And the first advantage is that it is cheaper because as long as the devices is connected to the internet, we can learn English. Other than that, what I mean is that there's no need to pay for a lot of books for different topics because you can find it all that topics on the internet. And also learning English using internet allows us allows us for self-paced learning because you can take courses from your devices anytime and anywhere. And so for those who don't have a lot of time or who don't have much time to take an English courses, learning English using the internet, it is the only way for you. And now, but the disadvantage from learning English using internet is that there are some online courses that isn't free, so we should pay more. And also there's a negative effect of network resources on the learner's interest because of the too much information. It makes them give up searching. And on then the last one is that it is spending too much time for searching the answers. Well, I think that is all.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Khalif.
Do you think learning English is important? How important English in your life?
I think learning English in today's age is very important because the world is getting more connected throughout internet, and English is like the international language that a lot of countries can understand.
Okay, have you ever used Google to learn English?
Yes, I have.
How often did you use Google to learn English?
Quite often.
Do you think learning English using Google is effective?
I think learning English from Google is very effective because the explanation that Google gives is very straightforward and very clear.
Okay, what do you think about learning English using Google? Is it hard or...
It's not hard because there's a search bar that you could just search whatever you wanted to search. So it's pretty easy, I think.
Good evening, Mr. Ari. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Regina Fariba Putriumam, and I'm from LB86, major in Business Management. And today I'm going to do an interview about learning English using internet. So yeah, let's just introduce yourself first.
My name is Natania Farahnas Putriumam, and you are able to call me Tania.
Okay, so you're students at,
Sudirman International Senior High School.
and then on your way, how old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Okay, well, let's just get started to this question. And the first question is, do you think learning English is important? Like, how important it is in your life?
Learning English is very important. Like, it's a universal language, and it really helps me to socializing and entertainment as well as study.
I see, okay. And then the next question is, what do you think about learning English using internet?
It really helps. Like, I use my social media as my platform to learn more about English. There's a lot of new vocabulary and stuff, so it really helps.
So yeah, have you ever used internet to learn English?
I have a lot of time. Like
What do you
every day.
think? Is it hard?
It's not hard at all. I mean, like, it's really easy. It saves my time.
Oh, I
And,
see. Yeah, it is really save our time. So, I mean, how often do you learn English using internet?
every day, like literally every day. I use my phone for 24/7. So it's
And then, do you think learning English using internet is effective or not?
for me it's really effective because, like what I've said, it really saves my time, and you can learn more about English with your foreign friends or internet
yes.
friends. Like, you talk English with them, and it really improve your English skills. So yeah, I really suggest you to learn English with internet. Like, it's more fun than learning English at courses or school.
Yeah, I see. Well, I think that is all the question. Thank you so much for your time.
Don't mention it.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Ori. Today I'm doing my interview for my English final exam, and of course for my topics, which is learning English using Google. Today I'm doing my interview here with my friends. So let's just get started. And first, what's your name?
My name is Tifa.
And where you take college?
I take college in Binus University.
How old are you?
18.
Okay, let's get down to the questions. All the questions is about you learning English using Google. So my friends here will just have to answer it. The first question is, what do you think about learning English with Google?
I think it's very helpful, especially for people who want to learn not only English but other language.
The second question is, do you ever use Google to learn English?
Yes, I use Google Translate for practicing my English.
And the third question is, why you choose Google?
Maybe because Google is easy to use and it's simple.
Okay, the last question is that, what's your opinion or your recommendation for learning English with Google?
It's very helpful and useful for people, and it's very easy to use.
Okay, maybe that's some question that I'm asking my friends here for doing my interview, and I hope this interview can give me a proper result. Thank you, Mr. Ori, and then not just only for me, I hope all of my friends doing the same thing can give them a proper result. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Agarina Pulungan and I'm here with my sister today. I'm going to ask her some questions regarding to learning English with Google. But first of all, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Rifa Kirana Pulungan. I'm a student in university and I majored in economics development.
Okay, thank you. Let's get into the question then. For you, what is the function of Google in general?
Well, actually it has a lot of feature, but it helps me the most when I need to find an article or websites that I have to see or use. And I also use Google Classroom a lot for my assignments.
Okay. Have you ever used Google to learn English?
Yeah, sure. I use Google Translation and the dictionary in it.
Oh, how does Google helps you learning English?
Well, because there's it provides the dictionary and the translation, and I just have to type word that I want to know, and it will all pop out about that word.
Okay. Have you ever tried another platform other than Google?
Well, actually, I use YouTube to learn English also.
Oh, does it help better than when you use Google?
Sometimes because in YouTube videos, the speaker explain it a lot better and a lot detail.
Okay. So, last question. Other than internet related like Google or YouTube, what helps you learning English?
I read a lot of books in English, and then I often practice myself my pronunciation to a mirror, to my reflection in the mirror, and to other people. Yeah, to other people.
Okay. Sorry. Once more. Do you think learning English is important?
Yeah, it is really important because other than almost all of country in this world use English as an international language, I also have to read a lot of articles to do my assignments in college. So, and it only use English, so I have to understand it better.
That was all my questions. Thank you very much for participating with me.
You're welcome.
That is all from us. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!